manager and owner should maybe come down here and see if he can secure his business if he wants to.
Hey everyone, Super Vape Brothers here. I'm Matt.
I'm Andy.
And we're going to do a little bit different. It's not going to be exactly a review today. We're going to kind of just go over our new toy. Really just the start of our modding career, I guess. It's just a simple battery box we made for 801 Addies. So to start off, I guess I got the idea off ECF. I think it was Nico Box or Nico Sticks. I don't even remember exactly what the name of it was, but the write-up was awesome. Thank you to Nico Wolf, I think? I have no idea, but thank you for the write-up. It was awesome. Really helped out. Anyway, got the battery boxes. Where did I put that? We ordered 3. I ordered one that was a triple battery holder. And then we used the 2 that were double battery holders because this is just a little bit more convenient to walk around with.
Yeah, with the connectors. So we needed threading that would fit the 801 Addy, and we found out that the phone jacks, I could probably cut it open and look at one, I suppose, but the phone jack thread works perfectly for as far as just fitting the Addy, and I don't have a scissors.
Yeah?
Just gotta get pissed at it, I guess. So, it looked like this when we started. Take the nut off. So, it's just a phone jack, and so what we did is we basically just pulled everything apart. Just kind of tore all the plastic off, tore all the fins off, and ended with just the thread that's kind of sticking through the top of the box. I don't know if you can see that or if that's blurry or what, but that's what it ended up looking like. And we needed a center pole.
So we needed a center pole, so got the idea, once again, off ECF. Simple RCA cables work fantastically. I had just a bunch, obviously, sitting around. Took one of these, cut the end piece off, cut these fins down so that it's not so far up. Kind of glued it in place so it wasn't touching the threading. And then we Radio Shack. We went up to Radio Shack, got a button. These are for our next project. They're a little bit bigger, simple momentary buttons. It was like $2 for 2 of them or something like that.
Cheap.
And I can't get this battery out. Oh, there we go. So rechargeable, trust-fired lithium-ion batteries, really common in what we're doing. This is a 14500, 3.7 volts constant. Doesn't matter.
They're rated at 900 milliamp hours, which is the same as the 601 E-pipe. So if you've used that, these batteries last forever. Like, I started my first one at like 11 a.m. as soon as I got done soldering the last joint, and it didn't die until the next day at like 3. So they're good. They last a long time.
So yeah, simple construction. Took the RCA cable, ran it straight through. Threading, we just drilled a hole and then pushed it back up, glued it in the spot, into place. Drilled a hole for the button, put that in there. As you can see, there's a really small section of solder in there from the RCA cable to the button itself. We use the negative for our on and off. This also has the on and off so that you won't hit it in your pocket. Simple on and off switch instead of a button. Cut the top plate in half and left a little bit extra, so we bent it out and then bent it towards the threading and then soldered it into place.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I guess it's a pretty simple circuit. Like, it's really not that complex of a circuit. The biggest key is to make sure that the center pole, that component cable, is not touching the threading, because that would short it and it wouldn't work. So that was the biggest part. I only had to solder, I think, 3 joints on both of them, so it's pretty easy. It's just getting the holes in the side for the button, and then for the threads on the top. But it works well. And since it's got the on-off switch, You can put it in your pocket, and it doesn't matter if the button gets pushed because it's not going to go off. It's perfect. I like it. They're good. I mean, I guess a lot of people frown upon the little black boxes. I guess maybe they're not pretty enough, but as far as performance, this is probably the best battery piece I've had yet, and I made it myself, which makes me happy.
Lasts forever.
Yeah.
Hits well. Can't complain about that. Also, I got this off Light in the Box or Deal Extreme. I'm not sure exactly which one. We ordered a bunch of stuff at the same time, so it was like $4. Good soldering iron. Nothing to complain about there. Adjustable heat. Fantastic.
It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, I guess I don't really know what else to say about these. They're great. I mean, you got to make sure you find buttons that fit the box. That original button we had, we got all excited about, but that is clearly far too deep to fit inside the little black box.
It was cool. It's illuminated, but you know, whatever.
It doesn't fit. Doesn't matter. We'll probably use it for something else.
It'll be fun.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, if you want to make something, it's really like just look it up. It's not that difficult, and you can get good quality for these. Like this, I don't know, it cost us like $20 for everything we bought, like total, including the soldering iron, and this is far better than some of the things you could buy for a lot more. It's good. You know, the next step would be to figure out an adapter for the top, so you can put 901s and 510s on it. That's really the only difference. If we could find anything that has the same threads as a 901, we could build it the exact same way we did this one. And yeah, that's it. One note, I guess, while we were doing it, don't use super glue on the inside of the box, because when the super glue dries, it kind of like throws a cloud everywhere.
White film over everything. Doesn't matter what's around it.
So the first one we made, the super glue dried and it got all over everything, which made soldering a pain in the butt because I could not find the metal. But clearly they worked.
Yeah. The only problem I had with mine, when I pulled the plate off, I actually pulled the positive lead off. So when I put the plate back in, the battery wasn't touching the top, and I was like freaking out. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. All the solder is fine, connections are fine, atomizer's touching everything. Couldn't figure it out. I ended up sticking a screwdriver in there, and it hit. And I was like, oh, sweet. So that's about all I have to say.
Yep. We're gonna work on another mod. We were kind of stumbling around Menards and found something that was cool, so we'll put something up as soon as we finish that.
I'm excited for that.
Yes. Anyway, vape on.